Hey guys, I'm Dov, and today I'm back with more Total War Warhammer 2 multiplayer action. You can see from the beautiful steam tank here, we're going to be rolling with the Empire today up against the High Elves. So yeah, let's get straight to it. 3 units of Pistoliers up front as a vanguard. Got a steam tank, a witch hunter, a nice balanced list of spearmen, swordsmen, demigryph knights, royal altar gryphites in fact, being led by an arch lector. We've also got a jade wizard, of course, for healing. Yeah, 2 Empire Knights, pretty straightforward. For my Elven opponent, he's got a Star Dragon up in the air, a Lariel, along with a Frostheart Phoenix, 1 Bolt Thrower, a line of Spearmen and Archers, a couple Dryads, as he is under the ban of Avalorn as well. Looks like 3 Dryads. So yeah, right off the bat, the Bolt Thrower is going to be firing at the cannon. That is actually completely fine with me, because if it's firing at the cannon, it's not killing cavalry. And I can heal the cannon completely without it losing any killing power, which the same cannot be said of, obviously, cavalry, because if you kill their unit models, they lose killing power. So, in this type of a situation, what you would want to do is actually use the Eagle Claw, probably just to go after these Pistoliers, honestly. But you can see the Pistoliers are moving up into a situation where they can be exceptionally dangerous. We saw Marathi get into a similar pickle earlier. Obviously, Lariel has the ability to heal herself a little bit more easily, but she is going to pull away there as a Pistolier start to rain up some devastating shots up in the sky there. Straight up skeet shooting. And yeah, the cannons also made decent contact as well. Looks like we're going after the Star Dragon at the moment. Star Dragons are absolute HP just meat bags. They have a ton of HP, so definitely want to try and work through them as much as possible. Only 80 armor on the Star Dragons though, so honestly, same with the Frostheart Phoenix. These Pistoliers will do okay shooting at them, as for the way armor works, they'll still be getting, I mean, some mitigation, but it's not going to be as much as, you know, like 90 plus, you know, or more. Anyway, at this point, we're going to go into a little bit of an extended skirmish phase. I'm moving my Witch Hunter up and around. The idea here is that he can use his accusation to debuff armor, and this is actually one of the new really strong synergies with the Witch Hunter, is to kind of use him in a mobile space like this to support Pistoliers. If you can get the armor sundering of the accusation, especially on something like, you know, like the Star Dragon or this Frostheart Phoenix that only has about 80 armor to begin with, you get that accusation, suddenly it's down to 30, and those Pistoliers can just tear them to shreds. So hopefully we'll be able to get that going. You can see the steam tank has tanked out quite a bit of damage from the Bolt Throwers, used up about half their ammunition so far. Did about half HP damage, but I can just throw a regrowth on there and that will all go away, right? So this is actually exactly what I want. You can see the Elven player realizing he needs to advance here. I'm sort of maneuvering my steam tank cheekily behind this rock so it can't get hit. But we are also going to move up and just kind of secure this little avenue here. It would probably benefit me to sit back and wait for my opponent to kind of go into my V. You can see I was deployed in a bit of a V formation here, but getting a little bit impatient. Just want to get the fighting started, so we're going to do just that. Empire State Troops moving in. You can see the steam tank. Going to catch that regrowth. Speaking of growth. Oh man, that's how you cut down a tree, huh? Just going straight up bulldozer style, you know, slash and burn, deforestation and all that in the back. You can see the Star Dragon in the area, so I am going to maneuver the Altar of Gryphites and the Archlector around. Pistoliers are on station as well to start unloading. The Witch Hunter, unfortunately, been on quite a bit of a journey, now running back in the other direction. But yeah, looks like we've got Shield of Thorns here, getting some physical resistance, and an Earthblood on my side. The Royal Altar Gryphites and the Archlector are going to rush in, drop that sweet Hammer of Sigmar. Maybe, maybe not. Breath attack there, that was a big mistake in my opinion. The Demigryph Knights were blobbed up right here, and that breath attack could have killed almost the whole unit probably in one go. But instead my opponent tried to use it on the Pistoliers, which I mean I get to an extent, but at the same time the Archers can deal with the Pistoliers just fine. As long as they're in range, that is. But now the Hammer of Sigmar going down, you can see those Dryads and Elf Militia getting just torn to absolute shreds. And here's the Star Dragon, the moment we've all been waiting for. Charges down to get on the steam tank. And you can see the accusation immediately goes down, minus melee defense and armor, both of which are pertinent here. Archlector actually gets in, gets a rear charge. Hammer of Faith and, Hammer of Sigmar and Shield of Faith still active. And it's going to be the end of a Star Dragon in pretty much the fastest I have ever seen. A banishment from Lariel in the backline, trying to clear up those Pistoliers, but yeah. That Star Dragon straight up dead, and a lot of that damage came from these Pistoliers. You can see they all started with 1 XP chevron. They've all almost got a second here at this point, but yeah, with the loss of the Star Dragon, that is a significant dent on the balance of power. You can see the Empire Knights now breaking through into the second line. This is exactly what we want here, going after these nice light elf bows. Super cost-effective work. I mean, just these 2 units of archers alone is more expensive than the 1 unit. I guess it's the same price as the 1 unit. Or no, yeah, less expensive than the 1 unit of Empire Knights. So yeah, great value there. At this point, Alariel's still alive, but she's going to drop her Star of Avalorn here to try and keep these Dryads online. Royal Arthocryphites, though, immediately drop a rear charge, and it's going to be enough to terrify away at least the Spearmen. Dryads are immune to psychology, so they'll stay and fight here sometime, but man, I'm missing the fun. Pistoliers just unloading on Alariel here. These 3 units all still with quite a bit of ammunition, and people will often ask me, what makes Pistoliers so good compared to other missile cavalry? I mean, they were honestly really, really crap before. They got successive buffs over a few patches to both their missile damage and their melee stats, and honestly, right now, they're one of the most cost-effective skirmish cav in the game by far. A lot of that has to do with them being on the Empire roster, which benefits them greatly. They get a really strong combined arms, strategy. They have access to really, really good armor sundering, which means their non-AP missile fire will do a lot more damage. But the main thing that makes Pistoliers great is 2 aimed shots per volley. If you watch them, they got 2 pistols, right? They point them both, and they shoot them both, and they fire 2 projectiles per volley, which gives them a volume of fire of 90 shots per volley, which is about the same as, like, Ungol Raiders or Free Company Militia, right? I mean, that's the same as the highest, the biggest units of infantry skirmishers, I should say. So that's what makes Pistoliers so good, is that volume of fire, and it's not like those silly dark elf, scatter bolt throwers, or scatter crossbows, I should say, that just shoot missiles all over the place. No. 2 aimed shots per volley, right? And they have good enough AP values that they can still do good damage to armored targets. Obviously, with the armor sundering, especially with the new Witch Hunter, which is one of my favorite new tools, just synergizes so well with these guys. Obviously, Arthocryphites cleaning up quite a few kills as well, 64. A lot of those coming against Dryads, and also helping to take down the Star Dragon, as did the Archlector himself. Steam Tank tanking out damage quite nicely, fulfilling a role there, and the Empire Knights getting back to the back line to sweep away those Elven Archers. So yeah, for my opponent, I see what he was going for there. I do think he misplayed that Star Dragon pretty badly, obviously. Number 1, using the breath attack on the Royal Arthocryphites when they were all blobbed up like that. Probably, like I said, could have maybe killed the whole unit in one go. The Steam Tank also might have been a good target for the breath attack, but in that situation, he was doing a good job with the Phoenix of staying away from those units, and just sort of hitting my troops on the periphery, trying to get quick tear routes. He honestly needed to just do that with the Star Dragon until he could wear away, or chase away, I should say, most of my infantry. And at that point, he can try and isolate some of these cav units and like the Steam Tank and stuff. But it's definitely a tough matchup for the High Elves. This Empire just has so many tools there, and because they're so good at going wide, the Elves are not good at going wide, right? So makes that matchup potentially really, really tough for them. But yeah, Pistoliers, 500 points, decent combat stats, decent charge, missile damage. If we have a look here, so it's 2 AP damage per shot, which is not bad, and 2 shots per volley. So that's a total of 4 AP damage per shot, which is pretty good. I mean, if we compare to other missile cav, Illyrian Reavers are 250 points more expensive, so they're 50% more expensive. They also have only 3 AP per shot, right? So Pistoliers actually have more AP technically than Reavers. They just have more missile damage overall. 30 missile damage is just so much for a missile cav. It's really, really good, honestly. And I'm very happy with where Pistoliers are at. I'm obviously a Empire fan, so I might be a bit biased, but like Wolf Rider Archers have awful missile damage, 16 missile damage. I mean, granted, they're only 350 points, but yeah, that's just abysmal. Spider Riders 450 aren't much better. If you look at, I'm trying to think, Yeomen are exactly the same price, right, for Bretonia, but they are just bad. Yeomen are just not good. I mean, 20 missile damage, 3 AP per shot, again, not as good a combat stats. So if we actually compare these guys 1-to-1, you can see Yeomen actually, yeah, slightly better combat stats. Oh no, slightly better defense, worse attack, not as much charge bonus, which obviously does matter quite a bit for a unit of cavalry. Not as much weapon strength either, and they are slightly faster, but slightly less leadership. And they have less health for some reason. Interesting. Or sorry, slightly more health. But yeah, the main thing you're looking at here is the missile damage. 38 missile damage is a lot. 4 AP per shot makes them one of the best kind of non-AP missile cav units in the game in terms of AP damage. And just with Empire Synergy, you've got Balthazar Gelt for armor sundering. You've got various other abilities that you can use to tear away armor to just make these guys perform amazingly. So yeah, been a long time pistol fanboy. Well, after they were decent. And I definitely think they're in a great place now, especially with the new Witch Hunter change. And they honestly might be the most cost-effective missile cav in the game. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you do like this sort of content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification button so every time I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.